Hi guys, you might have seen the video where I converted that spaceman to solar power. It's got a little solar panel on the back of it, and the inside's out of a garden solar light inside him, so that during the day he charges up and at night he shines. Well, if you saw the video where I did that, you might remember this bit of circuitry is what was inside him originally. Now, according to the listing for the Space Ranger, as he's called, it's a child's nightlight. It does colour changing, and I got the impression it was supposed to time out from the way it was worded. And I think that's what all this circuitry is. I think it's a timing mechanism, because the LED itself, I think, is just an ordinary colour changing LED. But I think that chip and that crystal, crystal oscillator, is telling me that it's a timer. So I'm guessing you switch it on, and after a period of time, it turns itself off. Well, I've left it running for ages, and it doesn't turn itself off. And to actually get it running to begin with, I have to apply a negative or ground to that resistor where my fingernail is, just there. That triggers that transistor, and that turns the LED on. So I'm wondering if it's actually that crystal's faulty. Because if I tap it hard on the floor or windowsill, as it is in this case, it goes out. And I can't think of any reason for it to do that other than something happening with that crystal. Anyway, that's my introduction. I've had a look through my stock of stuff, and I've got this clock circuit out of one of those little cheap clocks, and I've got no reason to assume that that crystal is the same as that one, other than they're both clock mechanisms, and it would be logical for that one to be simple and just use a standard clock circuit to do the timing. It's all to do with the way you can divide down the frequency to give you hours and minutes. Anyway, so say, long discussion, introduction. What I'm going to do is desolder that one, swap them over, and see if it makes any difference. Well, I've got to say, I've surprised myself. Switch it on, without dropping it. Light comes on. It wasn't doing that before. It made no difference whether you switched it on or off or flicked it backwards and forwards. You can see I've left the legs long where they've come off the clock. I haven't trimmed them or anything, I've just soldered them straight on. That's the old one. And that appears to be working. What I'll do now is I'll leave that on my desk and see if it turns itself off after a while. I would expect it to go for at least an hour or so, because the idea is it's a child's night light and they go to sleep and eventually it turns itself off. But I am amazed. I did not expect that to happen. I was just going through what sort of things might be wrong with it. And so say the fact that when you slammed it down, it turned it off, made me think it might have been the crystal, might be cracked or something inside. Well, yeah, we will put that on my desk while I'm working tonight and see if it turns itself off. Well, that's convenient. I was just sitting here editing videos, and I'd left that light on, and it's literally just gone off. It's midnight. 33 minutes past midnight, and I actually started at 8 o'clock yesterday, 8 o'clock in the evening. So that's 4 hours. So it ran for 4 hours and then switched itself off. Success. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I know how I'm doing.